I wanted to cut in early here before the intro finished. Welcome to Voices Cary. My name is Randy Scott. Nice of you to join me today. I am still out camping. I will be back in the studio Monday, camping with the family, and they are currently at. I have to thank them because they give me the time to put the show together and to do this. And they went down to the park. I was trying to get it done so I could join them at the park. And they just did a walk by, and I gave them give me 15 minutes, please. So I wanted to cut in early, not just to get the show going, but also on this day, today in 1995, there was a bus accident in Fox River Grove. I was very young. I remember watching it on the TV, ABC News specifically, of the coverage. It was live reporting, watching it with my family, and I remember walking down to the garage and finding some wood and making a cross out of wood. And my dad drove me down to the accident site where they had press set up, and I put the cross next to him, and then going through Cary Grove and seeing the Friendship Circle. They have a circle for a memorial there. And then knowing some family members and then some other folks that were affected by that still to this day. I wanted to pay respect today to those. At 7:10 a.m., October 25th in 1995, that bus accident happened. Here it is. Fox River Grove Fire Department posted this on their Facebook page today. We will never forget and will always have in our hearts the 7 angels and those affected by the tragic event 29 years ago today. I do have a photo of the accident, so if you don't wish to see that, I'm going to show that briefly. That happened. Those that were killed: Jeffrey Clark, 16, Stephanie Fulham, 15, Susanna Guzman, 18, Michael Hoffman, 14, Joe Kettle, 16, Sean Robinson, 14, Tiffany Schneider, 15. I'd like to I'll put the memorial up, but I'm going to do a moment of silence with you for those and their family members, and to all those that responded to that call on that day 29 years ago. Thank you for that. It's close to my heart, and wanted to do that with you guys today. One thing I learned in the fire service is that we had you go through a lot of training, not just of how to put out fires and help people on emergency calls for medical emergencies, but you do go through a lot of the history of firefighting. And one notable call was Our Lady of the Angels fire. There was a fire in a schoolhouse that took the lives of many children, and that fire made it possible for a lot of engineered safety into schoolhouses and other buildings. So those children that passed away, there's no counting of how many lives were saved because of them giving their life that day. And that's no different with the school bus incident that day too. The National Highway Traffic Safety, Illinois Department of Transportation, Union Pacific, pretty much this was a countrywide thing, to where they looked at not only the intersections of the local area, but they looked at intersections across the U.S., possibly even the world, as a result of this. And they looked at something called preemption. It's how even before the gates start coming down, it'll start signal, the intersection will start a traffic signal preemption, so it'll give priority to the folks waiting in line. So like when the gates start to come down, it'll give a green light. So if there's anybody that are trapped by the gates, they can get out with a clear intersection. And also with bus safety and bus training, I have this one stat that I pulled up. Bus route changes. New route designs brought the number of routes crossing railroad tracks in the District 47 and District 155 school systems down from 70% in 1996 to 10% in 1997. So I think it's safe to say that many lives have been saved from this event. McHenry County Conservation District. The Juncos are back. If you're a bird watcher, while these birds are fun to watch as they bounce around on the ground or visit feeders, they're known best for being a harbinger of winter, letting us know cold weather is on the way. So cold weather is on the way, as I can tell by the brisk air here and the changing of the leaves. The Conservation District also said fall colors in most of our area are just past its peak. Be sure to get out and see them this weekend before they are gone. They are falling, so get out there and take a look. Three Oaks Elementary School, join us for our first Three Oaks night at Urban Air in Crystal Lake. So you don't have to go to Three Oaks School. So if you want to check out Urban Air, just go and mention mention it when you buy the tickets at the counter. Say it's Spirit Night for Three Oaks, and 20% of your proceeds will go to the Three Oaks PTO. Cary Grove High School Booster Club, Trojan fans, cast your vote in CG in the Martin Chevy Superfan Contest. It's super easy. Just click the link on their Facebook page. Check the Cary Grove box at the bottom. Vote every day and share. Martin Chevy's hosting that. The boys soccer, they posted a link to get your tickets for their upcoming games. They have a game tomorrow morning. The Family and Consumer Science for Cary Grove posted DC Intro to Education is all set for the Future Teachers Conference at ISU. Looks like they had a fun time. McHenry County Department of Health celebrate Red Ribbon Week with us, together with Red Ribbon Week from October 23rd through the 31st. We're raising awareness about the importance of living a drug-free life and building a healthier future for all of our community. Thank you for the Department of Health for putting that out there. And I also, our Village of Cary also did a proclamation for the Red Ribbon Week. Mayor Kaunick proclaimed October 23rd through the 31st as National Red Ribbon Week. He states substance abuse is particularly damaging to one of our most vulnerable resources, our children, and are a contributing factor in the 3 leading causes of death for teenagers: accidents, homicides, and suicides. It is the goal of Red Ribbon Week and the Village of Cary to involve families, schools, businesses, churches, law enforcement agencies, and service organizations in all aspects of this campaign and establish an atmosphere that supports awareness, education, and ongoing initiatives to prevent illegal drug use. So thank you, Mark Kaunick, for that. The Village of Cary posted congratulations to Mark Kaunick on his recent election to the Illinois Municipal League. board of directors as vice president. This post came out from the Illinois Municipal League in September 25th, and they posted it today, 4 hours ago. I look forward to working with mayors from across the state to continue our success with municipal collaboration in McHenry County on a regional scale. Among the many successful examples of collaboration in our region, Mayor Mark Kaunick is especially proud of Cary's role in the creation of the McHenry County Municipal Partnering Initiative with the McHenry County Regional Police Training Center and Firearms Facility. In addition to being Cary's mayor for almost 12 years, Mayor Kaunick's other roles with our regional partners include vice president of the McHenry County Council of Government since 2014 and executive board chairman for the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus. The Illinois Municipal League is a statewide organization representing municipalities throughout Illinois. IML has worked continuously for the benefit of all 1,294 cities, villages, and towns in Illinois to provide a formal voice on matters involving common interests. So I wanted to look up those common interests. Those common interests include cannabis, TIF districts, elections, environmental, firearm regulations, firefighters, gaming and liquor, healthcare insurance, workers' compensation, public records, meetings, municipal governance, pension benefits, police officers, property taxes, and public health and safety. Those were some of the tracked bills on their website that I pulled. The Village of Cary also posted they want to remind residents not to put leaves and or grass into the right-of-way. Please keep the storm drains clean. I always see Public Works out there doing it, getting all those leaves out of there. So I mean, we can give them a hand with that by not if we see something, just like how we dig out our fire hydrants in the winter. Let's clear those leaves out. Teamwork makes the dream work. I saw this. This doesn't include our region where we were, but the Illinois State Board of Education, the IARSS, which is Illinois Association of Regional School Superintendents. This region 3, 5, and 6 is actually southwest of us, but I wanted to include it because if you have a daughter, it's looking for nominations for Girls Committee, and they're looking for candidates that have not yet held leadership positions in club sports or extracurriculars. Any leadership role that you can get your daughter into is important. So I wanted to include that in there. Conscious Cup Coffee Roasters, brewing up a storm of productivity. They had a meet and greet there at their new facility in Crystal Lake, but we have a Conscious Cup here in Cary, which has amazing coffee. My favorite is Conscious Raised, that blend. And they actually, one of the reasons why I never get flavored coffee is because, natural flavoring, artificial flavoring, there's a whole bunch of fun stuff in there. But they actually, when I took a tour of this facility once, and they actually make all their own flavors. And I was like, why is there like this vanilla bean leaf sitting out here? And he's like, well, we make our own flavors. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've been peppering in some vanilla into some of my coffees lately. So don't tell Meredith about that, because I always like, I like my coffee black or with like some heavy whipping cream in there. Cary Park District, a big shout out to all the teams who played at last night's tournament for the Men's Fall Softball League. Congratulations to the Benchwarmers. I thought that was a fun name. That was a great movie. For taking home the championship. Thanks to everyone for making it a memorable night. And next season, get in there. Start hitting a few dingers. And it looks like a fun team out there. Get together with your buddies. The Cary Park District, they had a fantastic time at today's senior Halloween potluck. A big thank you to everyone who joined in the fun. brought a delicious dish to share and celebrated the spooky season with us. A special shout out to the Cary Canaries for their wonderful performance. Love to see everyone snapping along at the Addams Family theme song. I love that theme song. It was a spooktacular moment that brought us all together and got us in the Halloween spirit. I've said this before, the Village of Cary does a lot for seniors, and I love it. When I worked at the firehouse, I always volunteered for the free service that they provide, which I don't think any surrounding area does this, but I would go out with a stack full of 9-volt batteries and replace smoke detector batteries and do inspections on them and do a handful of other things upon request. But that was a fun time, and I love that we support our seniors in this community. That was fun being part of that, and just having some of these people when they would tell you stories like you have 2 ears and one mouth, and you just listen to these stories, and just so much knowledge in our community, and it was great to be a part of that. The Cary Library posted this right before I started putting the show together. We've had some interesting visitors by the drive up lately. Don't worry, the toad and salamander were both moved to safety. So they found some people, some animals looking to get into reading, it looks like. You can't blame them with how fun it is over there. And then I wanted to end on something that made me smile going into the weekend. In 1983, Steve Jobs sent this reply to a letter from someone asking for his autograph. And it's on formal letterhead, and it said, I'm honored that you'd write, but I'm afraid I don't sign autographs. And then he said, sincerely, and then he signed it at the bottom. I thought that was clever, and I love little things like that are heartwarming, that can be done from somebody in a position of respected, somebody in a position of power to take the time to do that. It's just I love seeing it, and I'll share with you this one story. Disney World, they did I love hospitality, so I heard this one story at this conference, and they had pictures that they showed. This one family lost a doll, just like, I forgot to mention, we found the Bluey. We found Bluey mom. So that we went back out on our bikes this morning, and we found Bluey's mom. So it's a family again for Bluey. But Disney, at this conference, they had a PowerPoint presentation, and they showed a family that reported to Lost and Found a stuffed animal that was this little girl's pride and joy. She brought it to the park, lost it. A cast member found it, and instead of just, hey, we found it, and calling them, they actually took pictures of the stuffed animal in like the back room and a whole bunch of restricted access areas of up on Epcot in the back, in the places, and they showed that the stuffed animal wasn't lost. The stuffed animal had a great fun day, and they the stuffed animal had a blast. And when the parents were staying, the family was staying on property, and the parents came back to the hotel room, and the stuffed animal, along with a scrapbook of all the photos that the stuffed animal had throughout the day, was on the bed, waiting for them when they got back. Stuff like that puts the cherry on top, that I love to see, that can be implemented in a lot of ways into not just businesses but towns as well. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Monday back in the studio, and have a great weekend. Thank you.